All right, let's go. We got what really was said that Draymond Green and Jordan Poole beef with the punch. So
2, Jordan
let's go.
Poole and Draymond Green got into an intense fight in practice. TMC leaked the video just a day later, and you could see Draymond actually punching Poole in the face. However, there's a deeper history behind this. These two clashed many times before, and the tension was building for a while. They had many arguments, and it was bound to happen. Therefore, what did they actually say to each other? We're going to break it all down in this video, including the before and aftermath. Let's get into it. To give some context, the Warriors had just won their 4th NBA title during the Curry era. Poole played a huge role, averaging 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists per game throughout the playoffs. He also contributed in the finals, hitting timely shots off the bench. On the other hand, Draymond Green also had a solid playoff run, but struggled immensely in the finals. Not only did his numbers drop to 6 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists per game, but he also shot 33% from the field and 13% from 3. Still, he impacted the game in other ways and mentored the younger guys. That's when his relationship with Poole comes to mind. Prior to this incident in practice, these two were actually really close. Poole had his locker next to Draymond, rode the same buses, and had really respected each other's game. In fact, after the Warriors received their 4th title, Draymond embraced Poole and looked really happy for him. Shortly after, Poole went live on Instagram and even said this.
See y'all next year back at the Warriors Invitation. Come on, man. All of fame him. Straight like that. Give it to me. Hey, man, you that dog. You that dog.
However, despite all of this, these two also had their rough moments. Draymond was hard on Poole and called him out when he was needed. On November 10th, 2021, Poole was having a rough night offensively. He was playing a lot of iso ball and Draymond wasn't happy. He ran the point during the next possession looking for Curry. However, he turned the ball over. Poole was pissed that he didn't make this pass and slowly got back on defense. Draymond had to get his man and Poole's body language didn't help. After a timeout was called, this happened.
What the Ho ass nigga. Oh. I'm about to be. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't remember this. Wait, what?
This right here became a major headline as Draymond really wanted to fight. He even said this in an old practice. There was some tension brewing.
Nah, they got the receipts.
Coming on March 10th, 2022. Poole was standing in the corner with Jokic guarding him. Draymond, who was inactive, told Poole, "Go get it. Go get it." Draymond wanted Poole to blow past Jokic, but he still shot the 3 and made it. That led to Draymond saying, "That's bullshit." He thought Poole should have attacked him and basically didn't like the make. Unfortunately, by October of 2022,
he made it though.
Things had reached a breaking point. During that offseason, the Warriors had some important decisions to make. Jordan Poole was eligible for a rookie contract extension that had to be signed by mid-October. Otherwise, he will become a restricted free agent in 2023. Meanwhile, Draymond had a player option worth about $27.6 million. He could either exercise that option or decline it to become an unrestricted free agent the next year. Mind you, the Warriors had just extended Andrew Wiggins as well, so the team's salary cap was tight. Bob Myers had to prioritize one or the other, which is when things started to take a turn. All signs pointed to the Warriors extending Poole, which seemed to affect his attitude. According to TMC, Poole was carrying himself differently in a cocky manner. This was creating friction between him and some of his teammates, including Draymond. On top of that, Clay had just won a 3-point contest and said this.
Great shooting. It was nice to humble Jordan Poole.
At the time, this
look at Clay with the fro. Bro, Clay with the waves just looks. He looked real unky.
Was feeling himself setting the stage for training camp. Gilbert Arenas gave us some inside scoop from the Warriors player, and here's what happened. The Warriors had just concluded a road trip in Japan, and Draymond started talking to Poole. He called him out for not beating the first unit in practice and that he needed to earn his contract. Poole didn't say much back until Steve Kerr pulled him aside and said, "Stand up for yourself, be a man." Poole listened and went crazy in his
Hey, I like that. I like that.
Back to Draymond, but Steph Curry finished the game with a 3. This was right after a Draymond miss, so Poole said, "You're an expensive backpack for 30. Draymond didn't say much back until the next practice. He was on a roll offensively and had to let Poole know. He called him a bitch several times, and Poole reportedly said, "You know what it is, Draymond." This part was reported by TMC, who actually got the original footage. Then Poole shoved him and Draymond threw a punch. His teammates came to separate the two, and that's where the TMC video cuts off. He continued participating in the Warriors scrimmage and was seen shooting after practice concluded. Draymond was asked about the incident just a day later.
I was wrong for my actions that took place on Wednesday, and for that, I have apologized to my team. I have apologized to Jordan. The embarrassment that Jordan has to deal with, and that this team has to deal with, this organization has to deal with, but also Jordan's family. His family saw that video. His mother, his father saw that video. And so for that, I apologize to his mother and his father.
Now, a lot of people think that Draymond's apology wasn't as sincere because if the video hadn't been leaked, nothing would have been said. I'm gonna leave that topic of discussion for you guys in the comments. Now, here's what Poole had to say.
Alright, yeah, so I'll start in regards to the Draymond situation. He apologized and professional. We plan on handling ourselves that way. We're here to play basketball, and everybody in the locker room and on our team knows what it takes to win a championship. And we're going to do that on the court, that's really all I have to say, on the manner we're here to win a championship and, keep hanging banners.
You can tell Poole was really hurting here and the friendship was ruined. Now, in terms of any punishment or disciplinary action by the league, the Warriors handled it internally. Draymond was fined an undisclosed amount by the team and took a brief absence. He missed several practices and 2 preseason games. He also did this interview with TNT, which seemed very questionable from a public standpoint. Regardless, he returned on October 14th against the Nuggets. Just before tip-off, Green dapped up Poole, but it just wasn't the same. Their chemistry only got worse from here. After not receiving a pass from Poole, Draymond basically gave up on the play. The Thunder were on a 2-on-1 fast break, even though they couldn't convert. This eventually resulted in a loss to the Thunder. Then, on January 4th, 2023, Draymond Green got tangled up with Isaiah Stewart. As players were being separated, Poole literally didn't even move and just stood there watching the whole altercation occur. Now, when the playoffs began, things only kept unraveling. In Game 6 against Sacramento, Poole was heading to the bench and this happened.
Oh, he instantly, hey bro, off me, get off me.
Curry had to step in and cool Poole down since it was a critical game. He shook Draymond's hand, but then Draymond had some words for Poole. He tried to motivate him, but Poole wasn't hearing any of that. Then in Game 7, another incident occurred. Draymond was getting ready to check in, but Poole walked away from the scores table and didn't even shake hands with Draymond as he headed to the bench. The tension carried over into the second round when the Warriors played the Lakers. In Game 3, Poole exploded to the basket but fell on his left wrist. He was on the ground for a while and even yelled, "F***." Draymond tried to help him up, but Poole gave him a serious look. He eventually turned to Moses Moody and he tried to walk off. However, he was supposed
we need the TikTok slow replay. Nigga, get off me. That's what we need. Why he look so angry?
Draymond had to remind him. Draymond's reaction says it all and things continue to fall apart. 20 seconds later, Poole tried to make a play but lost control of the ball. He still made an effort to get back on defense and almost got a deflection. Still, he was a bit frustrated, which is when Draymond stepped in again.
Okay, there
Not
we go.
only did Poole ignore
Gary
Draymond, but he
Payton
sat
Jr.
as far
They're the
away
third.
from him, trying to limit as much interaction as possible. The Warriors ended up losing the series, and Steve Kerr threw shots at Poole during Draymond's podcast.
None of those guys on Miami are sitting there saying, well, I didn't play, or man, they put in so and so. Like, they're just all about winning. Every guy's bought in. Every guy's just trying to win.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about any of that stuff. You don't go into the locker room, saying, well, I should have played more. You just want to win. And that's the beauty of finding that magic.
You can just tell that things were getting
But
too
look,
toxic,
Steve Kerr,
and
that
Poole was
don't-
asked where things
When Guan is a part of the EO.
stood between them. He said, quote, I don't have no answer for you. Other than
I don't have no
that, we
answer for
was
you.
just on the court and teammates, and we was out there trying to win games. In other words, he didn't mess with Draymond at all, and well, the Warriors made a decision. In order to re-sign Draymond to a new contract, they traded Poole to the Wizards for Chris Paul.
we
A new
always
era in
remember this
Golden
2
State
years
began,
ago.
and ultimately, the Warriors prioritized their 4-time champion. Now, after being traded to Washington, Poole
Traded
was
him off
asked
the.
one last
That's
time
Washington.
about Draymond.
Look. They traded him to Washington, and then he grew the worst, the struggle beard. That's the depression beard. I call it depression beard because you obviously see none of the right parts of the beard connect. Right? He got one of them 70s Johns. He looked like he's supposed to be dancing on the Soul Train. I wanna rock with you all night. That's what it looked like he about to say. Sunlight, like dance the night away. Like no, Jordan Poole. We need 30 from 3. We don't need Soul Train. But that's that depression. That's that depression beer. So no, they sent my boy out to Washington game.
What is your just general perspective on how
And don't-
much
none of
an
it connect,
impact the
gang.
Draymond punch had on last season, and how is it left now?
Wait,
with
I'm
him?
gonna be honest. You know how irritating that'd be? Like, I don't have the handlebars. That's fine. I don't have the handlebars. I got like a little weak spot right here, a little patch. But like, I could wear a 5 o'clock, or like I could wear the goatee 5 o'clock, like blend it. Some you can't blend that. Like, the chops don't connect to the mustache. The chops don't connect to the chin. The chin don't, like, the chin is on an island. Like, you literally have to, you're forced to wear the goatee because nothing connects, gang. Like, you're missing everything.
Yeah, I mean, we're in Washington now. Playing with Kuz, great duo. Being able to really flourish.
Bro, who's even on this
game.
team now?
As expected, Poole was over the Draymond situation and was just excited for a fresh start. Fast forward to 2024, and they played each other for the first time in Washington. Poole played really physical defense
But you
and
see,
even shoved
you
him
see,
a few times.
you can't even be mad because he has what did I say? An airline. He has a hairline, chat. Like, he might not have a face hair, but he has a hairline, so it blends out. Like, you can either have the Jonas Valanciunas, or like, look at Draymond. Draymond don't got no corners, but he got the beard though. Like, you give or
Also,
take,
after
gang.
hitting a three
You could
on
be like me,
Draymond,
you got
he
mediocre
pointed at him
both.
for a couple seconds. Poole was feeling himself and even said,
I can do that now.
then, after Curry hit a 3 to end the first half, Draymond pointed back at him. They were starting to get petty and had this interaction towards
Look,
the end of the
but
game.
you not hooping though.
It's clear that there was no love lost, and they also went back and forth in their next matchup. It wasn't necessarily on the court, but mostly after the game. Poole was asked about his relationship with Golden State and had an interesting response.
After the game from your former teammates and coaches?
Yeah, I love those guys over there. I love most of those guys over there, and
Most.
really good group, really good staff.
Now, right after
Most
this interview,
is an
Draymond went
interesting
on
word.
Twitter and said, I really am sorry. This caught everyone off
Oh,
guard
bro,
as Draymond
hey,
had never
gang, this one, that tweet was so crazy. I really am sorry. I really am, because we like, this nigga really hurt his feelings, but like, on God, you see my nigga got slumped, bro. He really got slumped in 4K. I'd be
expressed
mad too.
remorse in this situation. He later explained himself on his podcast.
It's been 3 years.
Like, let's move on. I really am sorry. Like, I shouldn't have knocked him out like that. If anything, I
Should have
should have
knocked
hemmed
him
him up.
out.
Clearly, Draymond wasn't taking this
Like
situation
that. How do
serious
you knock a
anymore,
nigga
but a
out?
few months later,
No,
he
no, no,
admitted
no,
that he
no, 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 no. What do you mean like that? Like seriously, how do you knock a nigga out? What's the correct way of knocking a nigga out in the best way? Bro said like that.
was wrong.
It took me, still at age 33, 34, 35, I still learn those lessons. It's my teammate, fine. Like, yeah, you got me, we move on. And then when we couldn't, I was like, huh? And for a while, it made me think like, man, this dude nothing like me. Because when those things happen, you just move on. But it taught me so much. Because it taught me.
He like, well, when Michael Jordan knocked the shit out of Steve Kerr, he was okay. Look, he even named his son Nicholas.
You're right, he may not be like you. He ain't from where you from. The things you went through, the way you had to come up, he may not have came up like that. So for that 5 seconds, I forgot where I was at because I immediately went to what I know. But what you know don't really work here. Yeah. And everybody say, oh man, but you was 10 years in, you should know better. Yeah. It's them lessons like that that ultimately make me who I am to this day because, man, I fucked that up.
It's crazy because if this incident never occurred, you could look at a potential dynasty right here. Still, we cannot take away this punch,
chip,
and it's gonna
whatever,
remain
bro.
as a pivotal point in NBA history.
Clay
And
might have
that
stayed.
pretty
Who
much
knows?
concludes the video. Who do you think was in the wrong here? Do you think the Warriors?
That's gonna be a serious part of the document, and it's gonna be about the punch that destroyed the dynasty. Cause my nigga Clay left a year after that too. Niggas had Chris Paul in the team for a part of a season. Like what the fuck? Like what, bro? Like buddy, what was that? It's crazy. It's crazy as a crazy way. Do you think the Warriors could have won this year? They could have maybe went back to back. Who knows, bro? Who knows? I honestly don't know, bro. Like the team is formulated so differently, and you need big. So if they weren't really gonna like 3 niggas to death, bro, they were gonna lose not to have no bigs game. That clutch time was gonna happen, and if that magnet ball didn't appear, bro, it was GG's. No cap, GG's. But y'all let me know. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments. I love to have discussions, or you could do one better. You could come to the live and we could chat about it. Who knows? Let me know. We live every day. This is day 499. We're streaming every single day. Like, yeah, bro, we really like that.